Fingers crossed, though, for Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully it's nice. But here's what's brewing this morning, Teresa.
Yeah, we were talking about season 13 of The Bachelorette. It premiered last night. And get this, a Connecticut man, one that was among the contestants, vying for Rachel's heart.
Yeah, his name is Matt, and he's a penguin. Oh, yeah, and also he's a 32-year-old construction sales rep. He's from Meriden, Connecticut. He decided to wear this penguin costume instead of the traditional suit and told Lindsay, quote, "Once penguins find their soulmates, they tend to mate for life, and with any luck, that could be us."
They're the only monogamous animal, so
right.
I see the point it was trying to make, but it kind of came out odd.
But using the term mating when you first meet somebody, maybe not the best
She didn't
idea.
eliminate him, though, so she kind of liked it, I guess.
He's still there. I want to see his full face.
All I see is the beak.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll have to tune into the next episodes, I guess. 7 of the 31 fellas were sent home. So
every Monday night here on News 8.
That's
so
right.
Check it out. Also today, keeping things going on in the love department. Is there anything that you really look for in a woman, Ryan?
Big aspirations. That's one thing. You know, I want to make sure that she's got a lot going on in the future.
Absolutely.
And,
I think that's important.
Life goals, I guess we should say, right?
Well, then you go along with this survey here.
Okay.
According to a recent post on Reddit, there are quite a few things that give a girl the distinction of being cool.
Cool.
I feel like I used to be cool. If
No,
you ask Brandon,
come on. You are a cool girl.
Anymore.
You're a cool girl. How about this? She stands up for herself. I can kind of make a connection. I feel like women typically are the ones at like a restaurant who, if there's a piece of hair in food or something, they'll actually complain. Whereas me as a guy, I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to ruffle any feathers.
Yeah, I rarely send a meal back.
Oh, okay.
I'm not one of those people.
You're the exception. Okay. She has her own life, right? She's got her own friends.
I think that's important, yeah. You want to
cool.
be connected at the hip, right?
Yeah, true.
What else? She isn't afraid to get her hands dirty.
Do you check that box there?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I clean my house, but I'm not going to change a tire.
I think that, well, that's what Brandon's
I do a lot of
for.
laundry.
Right? Yeah. She's smart and doesn't hide it. I think that's good. Sometimes you meet men and women who try to act too cool for school and they hide their
You don't want to be
smarts.
too intimidating there, though.
True, yeah.
And she makes her guy feel special. Everyone wants to feel cherished. I think that's very important. I'm surprised that's not at the top of the list, actually.
Can we fix that? Can we put that one first and then re-show the
I feel like that's
graphic?
really important.
Yeah.
All right, so right, moving on now. New guidelines say children under the age of 1 shouldn't consume fruit juice.
This is important for parents. Originally, experts said that babies could try juice at 6 months old, but that's not the case, huh?
Yeah, the American Academy of Pediatrics says the new recommendations are made because of concerns over rising obesity rates and tooth decay. They suggest babies eat fruit instead of drinking juice and encourage parents to limit fruit juice to 4 ounces a day for kids ages 1 to 3. My little guy, I hand him a juice box. He squeezes the entire thing in one shot. It goes everywhere.
Gone.
And you would think I would have learned my lesson at this point. I still tried to give him the juicy juice.
Still
and
nothing.
it still makes a disaster every time.
That's what you do on the show, though. When I hand you a juicy juice, you just...
Dante, no squeezies. It's the first thing he does.
No squeezies?
That's what I say.
That's the term? Hey, guys, at home, no squeezies, please. Watch CT Style without squeezies right now. Okay, please. Thank you very much. That's
all right. Well, this is kind of a heartwarming story. A California boy who's sick had a very special themed party.
Yeah, and of all things, Halloween themed. I guess he's a big fan of Halloween. 5-year-old. He's 5 years old. His name is Carter, and he has a rare genetic disease. And so his mom, dad, and sister decided to throw him a themed party here, and it's all to raise money. They have a fundraiser going on, hoping to raise $15,000 by Carter's birthday on May 25th. What a heartwarming story there, huh?
Yeah, costumes are fun, right?
Do you have something when you were little that you were kind of obsessed with? Like he's obsessed with Halloween. Did you have something like that?
I used to wear this really gaudy gold belt every single day in 1st grade. It was really shiny and rhinestoney. No, but I still
feel like
see
it's hanging in your closet.
I see my 1st grade teacher all the time at church, and she asks where the gold belt is. So that's what it is.
Still to this day.
Still to this day. What about you?
I wanted to be a crash test dummy growing up. That was my life goal.
Glad you've
and now I'm working with the traffic reporter, you know, so it's full circle, I guess.
That's pretty funny.
But hey,
your dad must be so proud.
That's right.